Hi everybody. Turkey is the 2023 VNL champion. It has been an incredible journey for us fans of the Turkish team. I'm a huge fan. They're my favorite team. It has been just incredible. I had tears in my eyes when they won. Let's start with Turkey's journey. So Turkey faced off Italy in the quarterfinals. They beat Italy 3-0. It was a relatively easy game for them. Italy, as we know, they brought their B team, they brought their youngsters, with just two exceptions in Anna Danesi, middle blocker, and Miriam Silla, which was also the captain. It just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for the team that then became the champion. But it probably wouldn't have been enough with any of the other teams. I want to say maybe Brazil, which didn't have their best performance. Maybe they could have beaten Brazil, but I doubt that too. Again, props to Italy for letting their youngsters develop, for taking some losses. They're pretty confident that they can make the Olympic qualifications anyways, so it's really, really great that they're growing their young talent. They're letting them even go to the finals because they earned it. But Turkey easily won over Italy, and then it became clear that they were gonna face the United States. The United States beat Japan in the quarterfinals. Incredible game. I enjoyed watching Japan, and I think I want to make a more detailed video about Japan's defense and what other teams and also volleyball players in general can learn from their defense strategy. The USA had the best over them, but a really, really interesting and really fun team to watch playing. My thought on how things went for the United States, I'm a bit confused as to what happened. So I'm really surprised to see them walk away without a medal. We're gonna get to that. What I wonder is, this happens all the time. Now, America is able to stretch matches and to win in the tiebreak. Now, that was my concern. Let's come to the semifinal between Turkey and the United States. Now, what happened there? Turkey could have won 3-0. They just lost control at the end of the third set. As we know, Turkey is quite an emotional, fiery team, and it's so important for any team, but I think especially for them, to be in a space where they can perform and they're not distracted, and to take advantage of their fire. When they do that, well, they have been unstoppable, in fact, in this tournament. And I think they got a bit lost there at the end of the third set. Maybe they were already tasting the victory, and that can be quite intoxicating. But then we got to the end of the fourth set. Now we're 2-1 for Turkey, but America, USA, has a chance of winning. And that's where I was so nervous. I saw Hande Baladın in the back. She was so nervous. And I think we all were, because we know how many times the USA have beaten Turkey in a 3-2 match. I think if America had been able to stretch it to the fifth set, they might have won, they might have gone home with a medal. It was paramount that Turkey was able to finish it there and then, and they did. If you saw the tears from Ebrar, I saw Vargas cry. I had goosebumps when they won. Just to say that it's not luck, if you're that clutch, if you're that good at winning tiebreakers, it isn't luck from the United States side. Can we say that maybe this time it didn't go their way? Or were they too confident that they were gonna win? What was going on? I have a hard time also reading them. If you guys have any idea, if you have what happened, I'm a bit confused. Now let's talk about Poland a little bit, because Poland, after ending up 13th at the VNL last year, they qualified first for the finals. They definitely won my heart over the course of the preliminary rounds. They started off by facing Germany. Germany is a team that had a very strong service. Poland won relatively easily, I would say 3-1. And now we get to the semifinals, and that's what I didn't expect. And I have to say that's my fault, because I have paid zero attention to China in those VNL, and I don't regret it now, because there's so much volleyball to watch during the VNL, but I will pay attention in the future. I've definitely grown affectionate to a couple of players from the Chinese team that they're really fun to watch. Li Yingying, for example, Yuan Xingyue. She's this incredibly tall middle blocker that does things I've never seen before, like tipping without lifting her feet off the ground. So it definitely caught me by surprise. I was expecting Poland to get to the finals, and they did not. They were eliminated by China in the semifinals. But I have to say, I saw a tired Polish team, or there was something off about them that day. They weren't fiery or feisty as in other occasions. So was it the jet lag? Did something happen internally to the team, or just a bad day? Or is it just that Thailand is a difficult team to beat for a European team because they play in a bit of a different way? And Li Ying is a lefty outside hitter, which is quite unusual as well. She's able to hit crazy balls at unexpected angles, a lot of balls way far from the net. They have this gigantic middle blocker that can do crazy things. Well, somehow China won over them and advanced to the final. Now, really, Turkey-China was not a matchup I had expected. So that's the big emotions of the VNL. They surprise us all the time. By the time the finals came, after beating the USA, Turkey came into the game with incredible confidence. So did China, though. China came to fight, and it was a great fight between the two teams. A lot of Chinese people and quite some loud Turks in the arena. Turkish music playing loud, but also like the Chinese fans were also really fun. I'm not used to seeing them as much. Vargas looked slightly injured. She made faces a couple of times. She touched her neck. I hope she'll get the rest she deserves after this. Ebrar Karakurt came to play, of course. She brought all of her fire. Mistakes were made, but also incredible angles. She kept hitting these angles, like she's playing as an outside hitter. She kept hitting the sharpest angles that would just go on the net and then fall on the other side, all the way to the other side of the net. Zehra Güneş, you guys. Zehra Güneş is a fierce competitor. I'm really happy to see Zehra shine just like she shines in the volleyball club world. Zehra is the main middle blocker of Vakıfbank, which is arguably the best club in the world for the last 5 years. She deserves a spotlight. She actually won best middle blocker of the competition. Incredibly deserved. Not just her, the Turkish team's block, they were blocking everything. The setter Elif Şahin was blocking. Derya Cebecioğlu, the outside hitter, was blocking. Eda, of course. Zehra, like everybody was blocking. Vargas, and when Vargas, Zehra, and Ebrar are together in the front line, help me God, because nothing's gonna pass through. It was really, really great to see that. But the best part of it all was seeing Eda Erdem serve. She served the last 2 points. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. She served the last 2 points and she was already in tears, man. Like, she already knew because they had such a divide between their score and the score of China. They do tend to struggle to get their actual set point or match point. It's crazy how quick they'll get to 24 and then they'll take like 3 points to actually get to 25. I am amazed that she was actually able to serve the ball in that state. And yeah, it was a great emotion. Turkey won. Now for the last part, let's get to the bronze medal match between United States and Poland. Well, we know that Poland won. Poland made history. It could have gone either way, honestly. Poland was ahead, then America leveled up 11-11, and then they played it on. And when two teams are so close, it's a mental game. Some mistakes were made, some services were missed on America's side, also on the Polish side. Honestly, as a volleyball fan in general, I'm really glad to see the Polish women's team get a medal, because the Polish men's team is one of the best teams in the world and has been for a while. So Poland is a volleyball nation. They deserved it. I think this will also be good for the United States. Last summer, they walked away with 0 medals, 0 cups. This year, they also didn't win the VNL, but they are a factory for talent. So if they can get their act together and bring us their best volleyball, it will be the best for them and for the volleyball community. And I have trust in Kashkarali. I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's taking his chances. So we will hear more from the United States. No worry, no doubt about that. All right, you guys. This concludes our VNL series. And pretty soon, the European or Eurovolley is going to start. So we will have 24 European teams battling it out. And the nice thing about this tournament is that we are going to get to see teams that we don't see in the VNL because they're not top teams, including Sweden with Isabel Haak, including teams maybe you don't think about, but Romania, Greece. Yeah, will be fun. I will be covering that as well. So I'll be happy to see you back if you want to hear more from the volleyball core experience. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.